Hi, I'm Kathryn from the Sewing Studio at Lady Lake and the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore. Welcome! We have an awesome project today to show you, to talk to you about using built-in features on your machines if you've got an embroidery machine. But you can do it if you're a sewer as well. So again, we've got two machines here, one of our little entry-level machines and one of our bigger machines, and you can do it on both machines. This project today is using your built-in shapes, whether you're using it from your frame shapes or whether you're using it from your designing center. And what we're going to do is we're going to layer our Christmas trees to make this beautiful little wall hanging, or it could be a placemat, or you could make it on a larger scale and make quilts. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a quick little overview with words, and then we're going to do a demonstration on the machine. And the reason I have this one in here today is because it's a nice big screen, and hopefully you all will be able to see it much more clearly than something else. Okay, so first of all, like I said, you can do this on any of these machines. All right, so if you have a machine without an IQ section, you're going to want to use your frames icon. So when you come into your frames, you're going to have to pick a shape. And the shape that you want to pick is your triangle shape, because you can make this taller and wider or skinnier and shorter depending on the different levels of trees that you're doing. So once you pick your shape, you can pick your satin stitch outline and you can do raw edge applique with it. Now, if you have a machine with a designing section, you can use the IQ section. And when you use the IQ section, you're going to want to use your stamp shapes, which is this icon right here. And once you go into your stamp shapes, you're going to pick a triangle. And once you've picked that triangle, you're going to try and make it a little bit taller. Once you have it taller, you can size the whole thing smaller or larger, but you have more of a Christmas tree shape with your tall triangle. And once you've done that, you're going to assign your outline style to it, which again, it's raw edge applique. So you can do a satin stitch or a chain stitch or a candle wicking stitch or whatever you'd like to do as the outline of your tree. As a matter of fact, each tree could be a different outline style. Now, what about the trunk? Well, you can make the trunk of your tree simply with the letter I. That's right. You can go into your lettering section and you can pick an uppercase I, which is just your block font, a nice square, squat little I. Then you can go into your sizing and make the whole little I shorter and wider. And now you have a nice little trunk as opposed to an uppercase I. So easy, right? Okay, well, let's look at our screen over here, Mr. Eric. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go into embroidery. Once you're in embroidery, you can either go into your designing section or you can go into your frames section. So for today, I'm going to just go ahead and go into our frames section. All right, now once you're in your frame sections, you need to pick your shape. See this little soft triangle right here? This is the one that you're going to be aiming for. So you're going to select that triangle, and once you pick that triangle, you have all these different outlines that you can choose to outline your tree with. Just for visual, I'm going to choose this satin stitch right here. So there I have my tree, and I'm going to go ahead and set it. Okay, so you're going to go into your editing tools, and you're going to rotate it. Obviously, you want your tree with the tip being up. Once you've rotated it, you're going to go into your sizing key, and let's just make it taller. So again, by making it taller, you give more of that Christmas tree shape. Once you've done that, you have the ability to duplicate this. So we can duplicate this, and we can layer our trees around. Let's do 3 in a row like that, and then maybe let's do one more right there. Okay, so we have a bunch of Christmas trees. Okay, so like I said, once you have your trees in order, you're going to add in from your lettering the uppercase I. And again, you're going to want to choose a nice block font. Nothing fancy for this because we're going to turn it into a trunk. Okay, so once I have my letter I there, I'm going to go into my editing tools and go into size, And again, I want to make it shorter, but I also want to make it fatter. So there I have, oop, there's my eye. You'll just place your little trunks on your trees. So you're just going to need as many little eyes as you have trees, etc. And pretty much that's it. So from up front, Mr. Eric. So here we have this. So on this particular one, I chose to do 5 trees. In decoration, they always say odd numbers are best. It gives you a little bit more of a sense of balance. Now, when you're doing that, also think about perspective. Your larger trees are going to be up front. Your smaller trees are in the distance or pushed back from you. So this is how you create this little layered tree effect. Okay, now I just want to remind you, you can do it on an entry-level machine with your frame shapes, or if you've got IQ, you can use your stamp shapes that are built in. And pick any outline that you want, and if you're a sewer, all you have to do is cut out triangles, and you can fuse your triangles right to your fabric and just sew it down using a satin stitch or a zigzag stitch, or if you've got a little decorative stitch, you could choose one of those as well. So you can go to town with it and be creative. You can choose to do little Christmas trees if you want with Christmas fabric, or the idea of this stripe fabric is like a pillow ticking look. It's from Robert Kaufman, I believe. They also have it in a blue and white. What if you just did a winter scene and you just chose some nice like cool blues and some icy snowy colors and that kind of thing? You really could go any direction with this that you want, and it'll make a nice, clean, simple little project for yourself. All right, that's it for today. So again, don't forget to like us on Facebook. We've got the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore. We also have the Sewing Studio at Lady Lake. We have a YouTube channel too, so you can go back in and access videos that we've done in the past. We have all kinds of tutorials. We have fantastic teachers, and we like to offer you as much inspiration as we can. So give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share with your friends. Enjoy the education, enjoy the inspiration. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, everybody. Have a great day.